I'm sorry, I know it sounds terrible for you guys, but Killer Queen by Queen. So, man, it was some nonsense I saw this morning already. Good morning, good morning, good morning. But yeah, there was some kid talking about how he had asked for a tall and blonde woman to come into his life. He was asking for a tall and blonde woman. Oh, I want a tall and blonde woman. And the universe gave him a tall and blonde woman, and she's a total cunt. So, apologies. Beep, beep, beep. Total, piece of work. And, I'm like, you got exactly what you deserve, dude. Got exactly what you deserve. All you asked for was superficial shit, so all you got was a superficial bitch. The fuck you think was gonna happen? You know, I hope that dude's soulmate, if he's a twin, I hope his twin is stuck in a brunette midget. There's something Leo King said the other day, too, about how you said Katie Holmes wasn't even hot enough for him. Oh, honey, and I wonder why you're single. People trip me out, man. And the people you guys take relationship advice for. I mean, some people, you looking for money, you looking to change your frequency in certain areas, stuff like that. But love, it should be pretty abundantly clear looking at their lives. Like these people talk about, look at other people's lives. Is that the kind of life you want? Is that what you want? Yet you guys, these people are extremely successful. But none of them have lovers. And if then the ones that do, it's still questionable. Right? Because it seems very superficial. It's like, are you guys even like real life people, or are we just watching a TV set? I feel like any moment now, boom mic's gonna fall down into one of the scenes. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Like I love Tyler to death, but y'all do realize Tyler's never been in a relationship at all. Okay, you let them give you love advice. And now don't get me wrong, I know I've been through 2 marriages already, but finding love has never been a problem for me because I know how to generate my own. And that's the advice that I'm trying to give you guys. So that's my morning rundown of just what was on my mind from 5 seconds ago. All right. Today is not Tuesday the 27th. What the hell is today? 20th. I am a week off. Though next week, Mercury and Venus both enter Libra, and the moon enters Aries. Dude, it's going to be crazy. Today, what we got? Sagittarius. And this says the first Sagittarius. I don't know what that means. The moon enters Capricorn tomorrow at 2:44 a.m. I'll research this. Oh, these little... Whatever. Oh, man. No, I just... was another kid that I worked with for a while, and he kept saying that, what he deserves. What I deserve a lover that's pretty much a model, like the rate he was going for. I deserve a lover that's this, that, and the other thing, and I deserve my perfect lover, and I deserve my perfect lover. And y'all are looking at these superficial fucking people going, oh, they're loved. I mean, for real. And you're looking at the Kardashians and things like that, and these people, and how many divorces have they been through? Your perfect lover isn't going to be in a perfect vessel. It's going to be one that mirrors yours, usually. Mirrors yours in some way, shape, or form. And even if you get the most absolute perfect, knockdown, gorgeous model, I mean, Betty White used to be hot. But Betty White's still happy and still doing what she does because she did not place her whole life based on how hot she was when she was 20. You know. And for ladies, it's the materialistic trap. It's the materialistic trap. Someone's got money, can provide the TV set life that you want. Relationships based off that stuff get what I call the 7-year itch. At 7 years, one person realizes that the other person might not be what they want. Or usually what it is it's the person, yeah, it's the person that you grabbed just for their looks or just for their money that starts to realize, that was a bad foundation to build on. I don't know. I always say, too, you got your sun, moon, and rising sign, and a lot of people come into their rising sign at 30. That's why a lot of people usually have a big shift at 30. And I think that's also 30. I think 30 is your Saturn return. I know 44 is your Uranus return. You know, and that's when you have big shifts in your life. And your perspectives change dramatically, and if the person you're with is not either adaptable, I don't know. I just see a lot of people out there so desperate for a relationship that they're so dead set on just superficial nonsense. And, you know, I love that song, I hope we never become beautiful people. Like, even if me and Rob do somehow manage to become famous or rich in any way, I hope we never become superficial snobs. Because I lived in that. I try to explain to you guys, man. The one town I lived in New York, literally, my school was a castle on the top of a hill. I had towers and everything. Go look at the satellite view of it. It'd be nuts. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just saying how dangerous it is to start a relationship off on superficialness. And I went to that school. Oh, man. And I was good looking. And I worked my ass off I worked 2 jobs when I went to high school. I worked a bakery, I worked a farm stand, and I worked CVS. I worked the bakery during the summer when I wasn't in school. I was always moving. I was always hustling. I was always making money to keep up with my superficial friends. But I was still treated like the outcast because I lived in an apartment attached to my grandma's house. I didn't live in my own house. You would be surprised what they will pick you apart for in those schools. And I will say, my first marriage was probably 100% based on looks. But he was really good looking in his 20s, and so was I, man. But that superficialness didn't last. Why? Yeah, I was hot in my 20s, but when I was 8 months pregnant at 23, he was cheating on me with an 18-year-old waitress. Why? Because he was a superficial fucking person. No, I would like to say that I'm not too terribly superficial because you can look through all my exes, all look very dramatically different. I mean, there is a basic trend of tall. Well, I guess there's a few of the cliches, tall, dark, and handsomes in there. But, I mean, there's a couple guys who were only like 5'6", 5'8". Dated a couple guys. Oh, my second husband was a very large man. You know. I guess that's something that should be important too. Should look at your pet or your person's exes to see how superficial they are. And I will say, it's got to be hard for y'all trying to take advice being a 30 to 50-year-old woman, which is basically the demographic for card readings. And you're taking advice from, you know what, I'm going to leave that alone. Because it ain't that I'm mad and I understand the whole thing from all the perspectives that it's in, but some things just skeeve me out. I don't like it when women do it, and I don't like it when men do it. Dating someone in their 20s when you're in your 30s, I mean, you just asking for punishment when they turn 30. It was my first husband when we first broke up. Well, probably about a year after we broke up. He started dating a 20-year-old stripper. Chick was batshit fucking crazy. Retail drama. Ended up getting, like I told you, he was on a timeline for an abusive relationship, so found himself a partner to fist fight with. She fucked him up more than I think he fucked her up. That didn't even bother me as much as the fact that she was the same age as my oldest nieces and nephews. Don't get me wrong, I can admit when a 28 to 22-year-old is really cute, but my sunshine's only 22. Just skeeved me out. And I said that to my first husband. I'm like, she's only 2 years older than Natasha. Would you want our daughter dating you at 20? I don't know. Am I the only person who thinks that way? What? Stay in your fucking lane. And 100% of the time, those relationships, one person's rich. Guess who's rich? Good morning. I just talk about superficial materialistic relationships. There was some kid this morning talking about he wanted a tall. I asked the universe for a tall and beautiful blonde, and he sent me a blonde, but she's mean. And I'm like, well, yeah, you asked for superficial shit. You got a superficial bitch. What the fuck do you think was going to happen? That's just what I've been ranting on now. Look, 14:30. And then I was talking about the age difference in relationships. Could you date somebody your daughter's age? I'm just saying, my oldest nephew is 22, and it would creep me out. What? I could not bring a 22-year-old to Christmas with my family. I'm glad somebody finds me humorous. But I was also saying, if you ever look at those relationships, like, it's clear, unless it's like one person is always like stupidly successful. Whoever it is, it could be the cougar, the woman, or the man. One is rich, and the other one isn't. And it's usually the one that isn't is always the baby. No successful, rich 22-year-old guy goes out there looking for a 60-year-old woman. Right? Am I crazy? I mean, even Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore, it was obviously clear. And I kind of wanted those two to work out, but it was clear when they started. You're like, oh, wow, what? He's the same age as your children, lady. I just can't even take them seriously. Now, I've been hit on by young guys. I can't, and they're cute with their come-ons, but come on now. Yeah, Bruce was, and they could believe it didn't work out. Anna Nicole Smith and her husband. Now, I am not saying that sugar babies cannot fall in love with their sugar daddies or mamas. I'm not saying that that's not what it is, but I'm saying that is what the foundation of the relationship is. Hugh Hefner and his 3 girlfriends. You think any of those women would have anything to do with that man had he not been super rich? You know, I mean, you guys are out here. Are you just looking for relationships, or are you looking for love? Because I'm trying to give you guys advice on love. On love. And love don't always come with money. I say, love and abundance is on the same frequency, but money's on the frequency of greed, people. Money's on the frequency of greed. I'm not saying that these people aren't capable of love, but not soulmate level, not twin level for sure. You will never achieve that on lust and greed. Oh, I'm trying to stay away from that topic. But yes. But see now, people think, that's the other thing I find that we run into a lot is, you'll have people come into your life and they'll tell you some ridiculous shit like, I would have given anything and done anything for you. Well, that's really sweet of you to say, but you never once asked me what I wanted. You were willing to give me everything you wanted to give me so that I could be the person you wanted me to be. But you never actually asked me what the fuck I wanted out of life. And that happens to a lot of people. All right. What we got going on? So the 3D level. So I've been changing up the readings a little bit, Magic. I don't know if you've been catching the back plays on the other ones, but I've been doing 3D, 4D, 5D overall energies. Well, that's what it hits. Your exact situation, too. A lot of people are hitting this point right now. What? Yeah, you're giving me everything, but you never even asked what I wanted. So, on the most basic bottom, I would say bottom, but on the 3D level, still got Four of Cups overindulging in things. You got the King of Pentacles getting control over the financial aspect of it, or at least starting to level out in those areas. Ace of Cups. Finally, y'all, this is what I've been waiting to see in the middle of the 3D spread. What? Looking in the mirror. What? Ace of Cups, looking in the mirror at yourself. She's looking away right now, but you have to be able to look in the mirror, and I say this all the time, and, it sucks coming. I understand what it's like. I spent a solid chunk of my childhood looking like Frankenstein. All right, my whole childhood, I had stitches across my forehead at one point, stitches across my eyebrows. From like 7 to 8, I got bit by a dog, and my whole face was gnarled up. So, I'm lucky that I've managed to come through all that with relatively low scarring. And I know a lot of people out there deal with that fact. Stuff happens. Life happens. You can't be attached to your looks. That can't be afraid to look at yourself, because then you'll be afraid to look at other people. That will be the projection. So no matter what you got going on, you got to be able to face the mirror. And a lot of people, it's not even looks that keep you from facing the mirror. It's your own actions. It's the inability to grasp onto the fact that a lot of the part of the problem is you put yourself in your own situations. We got the Three of Pentacles here. Is building a team. I love how it's like a stone angel from a cemetery there. You're building a team, and you got a spirit team working with you guys, all right? But it's time to end the games. Check it out, Magical. It's time to end the games and let them just sail off in their douche canoes. Oh, if people want to be superficial and drag you down and all that other nightmarish nonsense in the world, let them go. Let them go. I say that because that card reminded me, where'd it go? Of like the Six of Swords. You got the Joker sitting there on the shore, and then you got the girl back here with the canoe. But we were talking about we were going to start calling the Six of Swords the douche canoe card. You're like, what? They want to go. Let them sail off in their douche canoe. Where is the tan box? I don't know how I lose these decks so quick. So in the 3D levels, it's time to end the games and let those, some people look at the Six of Swords as like, you're getting out and you're doing good. And like I usually call it the rite of passage. But yeah, sometimes the rite of passage is just like, let them go. Let them go. Let them sail off in their canoe. In that case, it's a woman sailing off from a clown. So let them go. Let them go. All right, so on the 40 level, energies are actually looking pretty good. We got the Six of Wands. A lot of victories have been made. This is probably where the breakthrough with the mirrors coming in for people. Victory has been made. I believe addictions have been recognized. Princess of Swords, you're not sugarcoating it no more. Time to start cutting things out. But be mindful, she can't be immature with her words. Think before you speak, and be sure that you don't say anything that can be used against you later. Be clear, be concise. Remember, this is the princess energy, and we're still with all that craziness in Aries. You have a tendency and Mercury retrograde. Sometimes you got to bite that tongue before you say something mean. Word cannot be taken back after it's said. Stone cannot be taken back after it's thrown, y'all. Prince of Cups. And the Prince of Cups brings a lot of the energy of synchronicities. So A lot of people be like, the Prince of Cups or the Page of Cups, and they're going to come and they're going to bring you love, the messages of love. For me, this message is a synchronicity. Once you're on that path, the synchronicities just keep coming. And that's the messages of love. It's messages of love from the 4D. So you might not get messages of love in the 3D, but you will definitely be getting your synchronicities and things around you. Moments where you just feel, I don't know, every now and then I'm walking around the pond and then I'll look up and I'll realize I've hit a part where the sun's reflecting off the water and it's shining through the trees. And I'll realize I'm standing in like a snow globe of light fractals. And I'm like, what I feel just loved by the entire universe right now. That's the kind of synchronicity messages. And then you'll look down and there'll be a feather. Like a little confirmation, yes, you are loved. That is where you find it, y'all. That is where you find it. Keep telling you, man. It's not in a 3D romantic relationship. That is where you find it. Queen of Pentacles. And then once you master, see, look, it even has the ram in there. So tying in some that Aries energy for you. You know, down to earth, motherly, nurturing, getting that, feeling that love, and then giving it to a nurturing place in your heart. You can feel it and then send it to whoever you want to send it to, you know? And that's how you'll slowly start to bring that love down into the 3D so that you'll find somebody who's radiating, that's able. It's not just about ascending to these frequencies. We're supposed to be pulling them down with us. So that's how we raise everything up. We got to get under it, y'all. I'm pretty sure I have given that message before too. But there's 2 ways to lift an item. Get up from the top. Lift up from the bottom. All right, the 5D is not happy with a lot of y'all. Like toxic connections not being let go of. This is the worrying about money, but I mean, it's reverse. It's like these 2 cards are a constant theme. Constantly. What? Money and love and toxic connections and greed are just nonstop. And it's weird because it's like I don't understand people who think that that's what your 5D self came here to do. No, I'm sorry. It's your ego that says this is all a game and you can manifest whatever you want out of it. Damn the consequences to anybody around you. You think that's what your 5D self came to do? Be a superficial prick? Don't think your oversouls don't get mad at you. You want to know why you hit those things where everything falls apart? That's when your 5D self goes, you know what? I don't want to be stuck in that. I didn't come to play that. That's boring. That's deluding yourself. That's not being true to your heart and causing third-party situations all the way up into the 5D, and that is damn sure not following your guides. Because of where the other day we're supposed to be saving her, now it's back to drowning her in the fucking pond. And y'all need to make up your goddamn minds on all these levels on what it is you want to do and stop dragging people's hearts around. Stop dragging mine. Stop dragging mine. Stop dragging my heart around. Backburnering people is not cool, y'all. And your 5D selves don't like it. Drop the pride. You are queen of the world, of your own world. You are the masters of your own realities, right? But You are not the masters of anybody else's but your own, so the perspectives will be what the perspectives are. I'm sorry, actions speak louder than words. So yeah, you are queen of your own world, but how you dictate your power says everything. How a man uses his magic will teach you more about that man than anything else. Downcasted pride. Don't be so prideful to think that you haven't been there before too in yourself. Forgive them for that, but cut the fucking cords. All right. This is generations of shit karma being cleared still, y'all. Generations of it. Generations of toxic cycles that have been running over and over and over and over again. All right. We did come here to fix those things. Okay. So, like, some of us did come to save family ties from extreme poverty lines and things like that. And yes, that's not superficial. That is something that you're clearing. But be mindful about the superficial shit, all right? That a lot of that superficial shit, what dowries and the Million Ways to Die in the West. She was like, you married him at 9, and she's like, well, I didn't want to be a spinster at 15. Go back to medieval times. What? It's all about finding a good husband. You ever watch the new Alice in Wonderlands? I'm not getting any younger. And he is whatever. That's a fucking karma we're clearing, y'all. It's time to stop following that stupid narrative. Do you guys want love? Or do you want fame and fortune? You want fame and fortune, then by all means, go follow those other gurus. Go follow those money-making, traveling the world, enjoying themselves gurus. You want love? You want real love? Drop that need for greed programming. Rebirth by the spring equinox, guys. Keep telling you, 2021 is going to be a big deal for a lot of us that have been working on ourselves. I know everything seems veiled right now. And the worst thing you can do when you wake up in the morning and you're camping and it's foggy and you've been hiking or whatever and doing your trails, and you wake up in the morning and it's super foggy, the worst thing you can do is pack up camp and decide that you're going to go ahead and start walking the trails again. That is how you end up lost in the woods. All right? Sit still. Let the sun keep penetrating through the veil. See? Ding, 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 ding. You know what these are? These are awakened souls waiting for the fog to lift so that they can start hiking the trails again. All right? But you need to sit still, let the sun burn off the fog, let the clouds rise up, and all that evaporate before you, and see where you're going. All right? Rebirth in the spring. Keep planting the seeds, but realize that they probably won't sprout until spring. Don't let me, guys. All right. For today, we have got the labyrinth. The weird and windy path. Transitions to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and windy paths with me. Y'all are my... Ooh, I got 2 here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Too funny. Y'all are my dragons and my fairies, y'all. I love you. Got your dragonflies. You bring light to the world and fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fae. And, yeah. Respectfully work for the fae. I know a lot of you guys have been bringing up to achieve your goals. That's what I couldn't read. Respectfully work with the fae to achieve your goals. Yes, be respectful of your higher selves and the higher beings that are trying to help y'all, man. You know, they don't come to everybody. That's another spiral too. They don't come to everybody. Festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party and event. This is leading up to this, guys. We will be getting back to this. I mean, I told y'all how disappointed I was. I was supposed to be doing the festival circuit by now. You know, it's coming, y'all. It's coming. It's coming. Take a deep breath and let it go. Because part of the reason it's not coming in is everybody's holding on so damn tightly to it. tearing it up over here. There's a little magnetic in this case. All right, loves. You know what? Yeah, 2019 might have been a total shit show, and I might have literally ended up in a psych ward at the end of it, but 2019 was my year, man. I mean, like I said before, I thought I was cocky about being awakened and stuff like that, but holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow, I'm so awakened now that eating cow turns my stomach. That's messed up. Because I like steak. I love steak. I like steak medium rare. And now whenever I try to eat it right now, it turns my stomach. And that started happening before I started following Dolores Cannon, so I don't know. Yeah, slap it on the ass. Just turn it on the grill, 10 seconds, flip it, and then put it on the plate inside of mashed potatoes because I'm going to mix up that stuff that in the potatoes. Terrible. I'm terrible with it, man. But I can't eat none of that right now, man. I'm just the fish and chicken. Fish, chicken, and eggs. That's pretty much been my protein lately. I do 3 soft-boiled eggs, and then I with 2 pieces of toast, and that's my breakfast. But that's about all I can stomach. It's been weird, but, you know. Yeah, you've been struggling with the meats, too? It's been a thing, definitely. I mean, and then, you know, then you think about, like, you know, the vegans and stuff and their whole thing. I'm like, oh, no. What? I'm not giving up the dinosaurs. I'm not giving up my chicken. I'm not giving up the fish. Those are free games. I will give up mammals, but I'm not giving up the other one. Alrighty, y'all. Ooh. Damn my hands. All right. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and windy paths with me. I love y'all so much. It is 7:30, though. I got to go do the whole breakfast, get the kitties up. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you probably in the morning. Hit the like.